Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out One Gun Guy. This game is developed by Ritual Games, Grad That Games, and Radalaga Games, and published by Checkmate Publishing, and released on March 2nd, 2022, for a price of $4.99. This is a run and gun, so if you've ever played run and guns, they're kind of just play until you die. Once you die, rinse, repeat, go as far as you can. This game features a couple different modes, normal, hard mode, and your main goal is to get through the entire game in one go. If you completely die out, you'll go back to checkpoints, but if you do close out the entire game, you are done. Control wise, this game is super simplistic. You have your one gun, like it says. You can hold the charged shots based on the upgrades you have. You're then also going to be going around collecting coins. And that's kind of the premise of the game. You jump with your A button, move around with your left stick, and you can charge your bullets and shoot with X. And that's kind of all there really is to know. There's different little power-ups that'll give you opportunities to do things like hover or be invincible. And when I say hover, it's more kind of like a parachuting down gliding effect. And your goal is to get as far as you can into the game, and that's it. Overall, visually though, I really like the style of this game. It gives me like a bit-style Metroid vibe, and it's a game that's has its challenges, but at the same time isn't a game that's insanely difficult. I think as far as a run and gun game, this is definitely a game that I think is a perfect entry level game if you've never played a run and gun game, especially at the price point that the game's coming in at $5. It's kind of hard to ignore that it's not badly priced at all, and it's actually a really good entry level target for this kind of genre. If you haven't played these kind of games before, it's a real just perfect little throw in. It's not going to be too overtly challenging. The stages and levels that you're going to experience are hit with a ton of checkpoints that you're going to be able to frequently hit. So you're not going to have to worry too much about, oh, this part's too hard for me to do, or I'm stuck here or there. And there's a lot of little opportunities to find, like, hidden areas and, get special upgrades. You collect coins along the way. Those coins kind of just transition out to basically give you power-ups as you're playing. It's not anything that you really like. There's no economy. Every 100 coins will give you a new unlockable that kind of just gives you basically a new ability. And once you get so many of those abilities, you just start to get a sense of like an invulnerability state, so you can take a couple hits, and that's really all there is to talk about this game. I love the little soundtrack that really kind of immerses you into the gameplay. As far as like killing all the enemies and stuff, as you can see here, once we get hit, we kind of lose one of our little attribute abilities, and if we lose all of them, we die, and our run resets us to the most recent checkpoint. But again, like I was saying, if you do close out the game, you will have to start the entire game in your entire run, because you have to do the whole game in one run. Hence the name One Run Guy. So it will take you a little bit of time to get through one whole run, but it's nothing that's going to be overly difficult. The game does offer difficulty modes as well as achievements that are set up to kind of challenge you in the sense of you need to go through an entire normal run without getting hit, without dying, and then also beating runs on hard mode. So that can be a little bit of a challenge, especially considering how easy it is later in the game to get hit by things. You're going to have to really work and focus your time and effort to not have that happen. But overall, I think the simplicity for this game, the price point, and just how easily it works in this genre and introducing, people who've never played run and gun games, it really works really well, and I really think it's a nice little package. If you want to see more of the gameplay and what some of the other levels have in store, we will be uploading on the channel. It'll probably come after this review, about a 20-minute portion of a run where, I get pretty far and you can see a lot more of the stuff in the game, though. As far as giving my opinion on buy, sale, or pass for this game, I definitely think it's worth picking up for $5. It's a ton of fun, and you can't really go wrong. The game does exactly what it wants to deliver. It's a run and gun style game that plays into the narrative of its actual name: One Gun Guy, One Run Guy. Go figure. And it's not difficult. It's not too easy. It's just that right amount. Which I think most gamers would definitely enjoy. If you're wanting a super skilled up experience, we have reviewed other run and gun style games on the channel that are definitely a lot more difficult. This isn't a game that's in a sense a difficult game for to beat or run through unless you want to try to do like hard mode without taking any damage. That's kind of up to you in the sense of what you want to get out of the game. But nonetheless, it's still a very fun and enjoyable game. I've definitely would say that $5 is well spent. If you did enjoy this review, I'd appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I hope to catch you next time. Let's get to the next checkpoint here, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, have a great rest of your day, guys.